Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed about your third unit, that is Java inheritance. What actually meant by a subclass and superclass. Subclass is nothing but a class which is going to inherit the superclass properties or attributes and methods. Superclass which is inherited by the some another classes. So we went with a simple example called as vehicle and a car, where vehicle is superclass and car is a subclass which is going to inherit the properties of your vehicle. And nextly we will discuss what actually meant by abstract classes and methods. Abstract class is a class which is not going to create any objects directly, but it can be accessed through the another class object. And when you are going to define a methods, that method should be defined in the abstract class itself compulsorily, and it is called as do nothing method. Do nothing means you are not going to define anything, just for the sake you are going to declare within the abstract class. So written with the simple examples also. Today we'll be going with the next one, that is overriding. Overriding is another concept which is used in your Java programming language. What actually meant by overriding, how actually the overriding can be used, and how you are going to define that overriding, we will go with simple examples. Okay. So you are going to define here. In any object-oriented programming language, overriding is a feature that allows a subclass or a child class to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already provided by one of its superclass or a parent class. When a method in a subclass has the same name, same parameters or a signature, and the return type as a method it is in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. What you can understand from this one, I can give a simple example. There will be two classes. One is called as a animal class. You can have an example here itself. Yes, you can just see it. What it is going to say here, a superclass or a parent class which is called as animal, and the second one is dog, and you are going to have a data member data 1 data 2, and a methods you are using with what move in animal as well as move in dog. So dog accesses the properties or attributes or the methods from animal, so animal is going to be extended to dog. At that position, when you are going to create any object of a dog will override the function of main. Override means it leaves it and executes with the function of its own. We can call that one as overriding. Overriding means if both the methods are same, parameters are same, return type are same, at that time the superclass or a parent class method will be overridden, and you will be executing with a function of a same name, same parameter, same return type of the subclass. We can call that one as overriding, or it is also called as runtime polymorphism also. Method overriding or overriding method is nothing but called as what? A runtime polymorphism. What you can understand from this one here, if two classes are defined or declared with the same function, at that position the parent class or superclass function will be overridden, and you are going to execute with only the function of that class which has been created with the object called as a dog, or a subclass or a child class from its, that is called as method overriding. Then afterwards you are going to have another simple example here only. Eat is there, bark is there. Eat, it is going to access the object of a dog will be accessing eat, and it is going to execute with bark also. So two different types of methods are there. Names are different, parameters might be different, return type might be different or same, there is no any problem, but the name or signature of a functions are both are same. At that position it will be executed. So it is called as inherited method. So dog will be inheriting the method of eat in the dog object, and it executes with bark statement. So move will not be executed directly, you are going to execute it with it of its own function. So we can call that one as method overriding. So we can have a simple statement here. I will just read for you. Method overriding is one of the way by which Java achieve runtime polymorphism. The version of method that is executed will be determined by the object that is used to invoke it. Means which class object will be there, that object will be determining which mesh function should be executed. If an object of a parent class is used to invoke the method, then the version in the parent class will be executed. Version means the method name. But if an object of the subclass is used to invoke the method, then a version means method in the child class will be executed. In other words, it is a type of the object being referred to that determines which version of an overridden method will be executed. What you can understand, if you have created directly the method object for animal, it will be executing the move method of its own class. You are creating a object of a dog and you are using the functions of animal. At that time the method of animal will be overridden, it will be living off and it is going to execute with its own class statement. If you want to execute the move method of animal, you can create your own animal object, animal class object. That is called as overriding. You are understanding now what actually meant by overriding means. Overriding is a part. We are going to have a simple example here. What the simple example will be showing, just I will explain you with the simple statements. So here you are going to have a parent and a child. Okay, y would show both are having with the same name. Is it right or not? Same method name are there and parent is extended to the child. Parent, whatever the properties or whatever the functions or whatever the methods will be there, they will be accessed in child. Here you are defined with only one statement, that is y would show. Okay, and they will be displaying parents show and child's show. Okay, so at this position this method overrides the show of the parent. If you have created object of child, this will not going to be executed. Whatever the function you are defined in a parent class is not going to be executed, it is going to execute its own method function. If you have created a parent class object, then you can execute with this one. At that position this will be overridden. How it will be achieved, just you can go with the part. Two different classes are there and you are going to call those two classes in the main method statement. Public static void main. Here you are creating a parent object. Till the point you have not created any object for the superclass or a parent class, but you are creating here because of only one thing, to execute its own function. Parent object 1 is equal to new parent, means object 1 will be accessing the properties of your parent. Object 1 dot show, directly it goes to the parent and whatever the show is there, you are going to display parent show. It is displayed here. You are going to have parent show, output parent show. Then you are going to have another statement, parent will be executing object 2 is equal to new child. You are defining with the child here. So at that position there is a simple mistake is there. You just remove the parent and you add there as child object 2, it is going to refer, parent will be referring the child here. At that position what it is going to do, new child will be defining now here. Object 2 dot show, you are going to have a confusion whether it is going to execute the method of, whether it is going to execute the method of parent, whether it is going to execute the method of parent or a child. But you have created a statement for whom, parent object 2 is equal to new child. Parent object is equals to new child stands for what? This is going to execute with the statement called as child and executes with child's show. So you are going to have an output here. So first object is going to directly executes the parents method and the second one you are going to execute by overriding the method of what? Parents. So this is how you are going to achieve method overriding or overriding method. Both are same there. Both are same here. Method overriding or overriding a method. You got the point now here. If you are going to have any confusions at that position, instead of writing with parent, you can write or you can use a word called as child. Okay, what it is doing, a parent is referring to the child. Is it right or not? Because you are extending the parent information within the child, that's why they are referring. If you are having any confusions, you just remove the parent and write their child, then ultimately you are going to have the same execution only. There is no any difference you are going to have. Okay, parent object is created, it is going to execute its own function of its class. If child is created, at that time it is going to override the methods of parent class and executes with the child class show functions. Okay, so this is how you are going to execute. These are the different types of rules you are going to have for method overriding. Overriding and access modifiers. What type of different access modifiers are used and which are going to be used for your overriding? The access modifiers for overriding method can allow more but not less access than the overriding method. For example, a protected instance method in the superclass can be made public but not private in the subclass. Doing so will generate compile time error. If you are made any object with protected or methods with protected, at that position when you are using them within subclass, at that time you can make a public, there is no any problem. But if you are going to make them as a private, then you are going to have with compile time error. If you are defining protected members or protected instant methods in the subclass, they should be made as public. If you are going to make them as a private, then you are going to have an error called as compile time. Final methods cannot be overridden 100%. If you are defined with any static or a final, they are fixed, we can't override in any of the classes. Static methods are also not going to be overridden, as I said now itself. Private methods cannot be overridden, previously have been explained to you. The overriding method must have same return type, that should be compulsorily here, because you are writing a function called as void show in parent class, same name should be written here. Int show means defines with a different type only, because void is a non-specific value, that should be samely used within same you are going to use within the child class also. If you are defining with a different class function name, at that time you are going to have a different execution only. There is no any similarities in between the functions of child class as well as main program. So for that sake, what he is going to take, when you are using a overriding method concept, at that position you should have to define the same names in the main class, that is parent class, as well as protected of subclass. Invoking overridden method for subclass. We can call parent class method in overriding method using super keyword. If you wanted to execute the method of main class or a parent class when it is overridden, that can be defined by using with the superclass also. That can be done invoking overriding and a constructor. We cannot override constructor as a parent, and child class can never have constructor with same name, so we can't use constructors for overriding concepts. So overriding and abstract methods, here also you are having a problem with if any classes or interfaces or methods are been abstract, those things could not be defined or those things could not be accessed through your overriding statements. Overriding and synchronized strict FP method. The presence of synchronized FT modifier, which method have no effect on the rules of overriding. It's possible that synchronization method can override an unsynchronized one or vice versa. Means if both the statements are synchronized, class 1 means superclass as well as parent class to the class of child, at that time you can override, there is no any problem. If the things are different, you can't synchronize them, synchronization could not be happened also. So these are the different rules of your what overriding method. And now you're going to have some differences between the method overriding and method overloading in a Java. There are 5 different types of method overloading and overriding statements are there. What are those? You just read, these are the very simple one. Here we are going to define and can be executed. Here it is not going to be done within the overriding method, and 100% will be asked for 5 marks question, or it can be asked, mention any 2 difference between method overloading and method overriding. So 101% you are going to get a single question for this particular thing. Understood? So I am going to stop here itself. Rest other things we shall discuss tomorrow. Thank you.